All right, so let's start. Do you want to begin with your name?
I go by Hippo, but my mom calls me William. This is Honeybun.
Hello, Honeybun. Actually, my first or my second interview, I should say, he had a dog as well. His name was Buddy. Everybody loved Buddy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dogs are just. I mean, where'd you find Honeybun?
So she was actually tied up behind the gas station right up here.
Wow.
She had been tied up just before a heavy thunderstorm. So she was sitting there, cold, wet, alone, confused because dogs don't really understand why you leave them behind. But something I tell her every time I leave her behind is, I'm gonna be right back. You have all my stuff. Like, what am I gonna do?
All right, so where are you from originally?
I was originally born in West Palm Beach. My mother was not the most stable of individuals. So I wound up in the foster care system. I got adopted, moved out to Jacksonville, which is where I grew up. And then about 18 years old, I moved out, started doing my own thing, and shit just went sideways.
And how did it go sideways?
Got laid off because my position was deemed redundant, i.e., but seasonal job. So they were like, "Oh well, we don't need the manpower anymore." So just
What job was it, if you don't mind me asking?
I was working for UPS in the hub in Jacksonville. I was a loader.
Okay.
I was loading trucks. Not a terrible job, not a great job, but
Now I
not
worked
a terrible one.
Amazon delivery center, so I get that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty good. It's decent pay. Yeah.
and it's not complicated. Like you can just unplug the brain and just be like, "I'm going to think about Halo." And oh shit, the truck is loaded and it's been 6 hours, so I guess I'm going to clock out now. And I actually liked the job. The pay was dope. Overtime, the way that worked was amazing. You would be scheduled for 6 hours a day, but if you went over that 6 hours, that entire shift was counted as double time.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so if you work 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, all right, cool. Those are all normal time. But if that fourth day you work 7 hours, that entire day is double time.
That's
Awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It was awesome. And the number of times they'd just be like, hey, we need help on next short. Who wants to stay behind? Fucking me. I was making 14 an hour. So it would have been 28 an hour after double time. And then, of course, Uncle Sam has to get his cuts.
Yeah, of course.
Cuts, plural.
Can you tell me a little bit about your life before this? I know you didn't go into too much detail, but it's up to you.
Well, it really depends on what you mean before this, because I've been hitchhiking, riding freight since my early 20s, like 22, 23.
Mm-hmm.
I was homeless in Jacksonville, which is not easy. Panhandling out there, not allowed to do it. You can't ask for help. The only resources available to you are all downtown. And being a white boy, going downtown after dark, not a good idea. It's just the way it is. Uh, so I had avoided all of that, and I ended up running into a hobo. He rode the rails, he hitchhiked, he rode freight. Been doing it for I don't fucking know how long, since the dinosaurs were walking around. And he was just like, "Hey, if you're gonna be homeless everywhere."
That's true.
And so that was like fucking 15 years ago.
If you're homeless, you're homeless everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, wherever you want it.
Because let me ask you a question. What's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Just something that made you go, "Damn, that's nice."
I would say a Latina probably like 5 months ago at an airport.
Fair and valid. But I saw the sunrise from the back of a 2.5 mile long freight train.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was coming around a curve. I could see forward and back. Still couldn't see the front and back end of the train. But I saw the sun rising. And I was just like, that's really fucking cool. If I wasn't on this train, I wouldn't have seen this sight.
That's true.
Then again, you also see the scary shit too. Got stopped in the middle of a swamp. Train just stopped rolling. Hold on.
I assume like people are like in charge of the train and everything.
Yeah, but they have a destination. They have places they have to stop to let other trains go by.
Yeah.
And this one just happened to stop in a swamp in Louisiana. And I was like, well, shit, I don't know how long this fucker's going to be here. It might stop for 2 hours. It might stop for 12. Yeah. I don't know. But pull up my flashlight because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Click, click. Nope. Remember, it was in the middle of a swamp. So what do you think I saw when I turned my light on?
Gators. Yeah, plenty of them.
32 different pairs of eyes. I said, nope. I don't care if I starve to death. I'm sitting my ass on this train.
Dude, honestly, that actually sounds sick. Like the way that you're making it an adventure.
It is.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. But it's one of those adventures, just like most adventures. If you know what you're doing and you're careful, you're fine. The moment you start thinking, oh, I won't get hurt, yes, you will. Yes, you will.
You just gotta be careful. Yeah, cautious.
At all times. Like, I don't drink. I smoke nicotine, obviously. I smoke bud. Like, that's it. I don't drink all that often. When I do, it's like 3 or 4 beers, and then I'm done. Not because I have a limit, but because I'm too drunk to walk to the store and get more. I'm a cheap date like that.
There.
Uh, but I've met plenty of dirty kids on the road who, missing an arm, missing a leg, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm hopping a train next week." It's like, that's how you lost that. And he's like, "Yeah, and all right, well, fuck it."
That's the way of life, you know.
Yeah,
Can't stop it.
it's like being told you have lung cancer. It's like, oh no, let me just pull out another cigarette.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna die anyway. So
Yeah, it's like, can you cure me? No. So
no,
enjoy my
deal with
fun.
it. Yeah,
Let's see. What does a normal day look like for you and Honeybun?
Uh, wake up, bullshit, feed the other dogs, feed her, because I got 4 right now. I got 3 back at camp.
Okay.
Won't have to worry about dog food for a couple of days. So that's nice. Uh,
Yeah, somebody bought you a whole bag.
well, it's not a whole bag. It's about half a bag. They had it in the back seat. But regardless, that's pretty common. Not her or in any way related to her, but my dog previous to her, Fafo, damn good dog. I say, remembering that he ran away. Bullshit. I had him for about 4 years. I only paid for dog food 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah, because people see us, they're like, he needs dog food, and I have 50 pounds in my bag. Please, God, no.
People love the dogs.
They do. Oi, oi.
You chewing on me now? I'm not a toy.
Can you stop? Huh?
Go gentle bite.
Yeah, she's learned not to do the
Hard
not
bite.
so gentle ones because I tend to bite back. I mean, think about it. What dog would a language learn more? The
own.
physical act that they themselves perform or words that we use.
No, I agree. I have a Chihuahua, and I start, sneezing and huffing and puffing, and he looks at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, yeah, I am. Like, I'll tell you right now.
Mm-hmm.
They learn.
And there's just something about it because she hates my teeth so much. I don't even have to apply pressure. Like, I can just put my teeth on her, and she's like, "No, please, I don't like that." And it's like, well, stop doing that.
That's so nice.
She's a good girl, though.
She is.
It's hard to believe that she was tied to a post.
I mean, honestly, I believe it. Breeders, or they get too many dogs, or accidental birth, and then
Or they just realize, like, oh, this dog is more trouble than I was expecting. And then they just, well, it's not my problem anymore. And it's like, maybe not, but now I have to deal with the separation anxiety, which admittedly isn't too bad with her. My pack isn't heavy enough to actually stop her from walking away with it, but she knows if I clip her to it, honey, stop.
it's fine as long as it's not this arm because of the new tat. But
Yeah.
as long as it's this arm, it's fine. I'll just go home and then clean my arm up. And I'm used to being around bigger dogs. Anytime we went to like family friends' houses,
Mm-hmm.
it was
I love big dogs. Small dogs are cute and they're awesome because they're pocket sized, and that's great. But there's just something about a 70-pound dog that thinks they only weigh 10 pounds, like this one.
Yeah, my Chihuahua is 3 pounds, and they always say like the little ones are nightmares because they live the longest and they drive you insane. They don't want to listen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense too. I don't think I'd be too pleased with life if I was, 86 years old, blind, barely able to walk, can't hear shit, and the only way I know where I am is by smell.
That's true.
And when a dog starts getting that old, their vision, their hearing, it all just starts to fade.
They start panicking sometimes too.
Yeah, because again, they can't see and they can't hear, so it's like, oh, where'd he go? Where'd my buddy go?
Yeah.
And they don't know.
I mean, even people have problems relying on others.
Yeah.
Besides themselves when time comes,
Yeah. But that's why we got to learn to rely on each other.
Oh, I completely agree. I think being united is the most important thing to getting through any kind of struggle.
Yeah. She's probably thirsty as fuck.
She's letting you know.
Huh?
She just let you know by licking the water bottle.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Her stepbrother Michael, though, he's wicked smart. When he was 3, 4 weeks old, really, really young, uh, we were sitting over there on by that sign, charging up and doing whatnot. And he was sleeping for a good while, and then he woke up, stretched, yawned, and then he headbutted the water jug. I was like, did he just use English words to tell me that he wanted water? So I poured it, and he sat down and waited until I was done. And I was like, go ahead. He stuck his nose in the bowl, drank up, burped, sat down, went back to sleep. I was like, okay, so this one's too smart. Got it. Smarter than me. I understand. But
She's beautiful, man.
yeah, I didn't really have anything to do with it, but I try to do my best by any dog I have, because they can't really tell you. They can't really, say, hey, I want this or I want that. So you just kind of got to figure out what it is.
And when you're hopping on freights and stuff, do you bring them with you?
I haven't actually had her long enough to do that yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually easier than you think. The main thing is you'd have to get them used to the loud noise. When I first got her, I couldn't fly out there. The sound of the cars, the big smelly things moving quick, she didn't like it.
Yeah.
Couldn't stand it. But now she's fine. So when it comes to trains, I'd probably end up having to just be near them for a few days so that she goes, okay, it's not trying to eat me.
Yeah.
And then it's just a matter of toss my pack, toss the dog, then climb up, settle down, and just ride.
Do you go with all your dogs, or you just pick one and leave food for the others?
So mostly I take her because my buddy back at camp who's watching the other three,
Yeah.
finds this one really, really obnoxious. Because the other three are like 40, 45 pounds.
Okay.
She's like 75 pounds. Significantly heavier. Uh, doesn't understand what the word no means. So she'll keep on pushing and pushing until you whack her on the head. And then she's like, oh, we're playing now? It's like, no.
And what I know the viewers are gonna want to know, but what are the other dog breeds?
So she is, as far as I can tell, just pure pocket pity. Just pit bull, pocket sized. The ones back at camp are Michael, Cinna, and Princess, aka Princess Trunks, because me and my buddy got stoned one night and started watching Team 4 Star.
Okay.
And she responded to the joke, so we were like, okay, so it's Princess Trunks now. They are all from the same litter. Dad was Airedale Terrier and Pit Bull, and Mom was Australian Shepherd Rottweiler.
Okay.
They're about as big as they're gonna get. They're all about, I think, 8.5, 9 months old now, which sucks. Because when I first came down here, I had ended up getting Nova, who was female. They told me she was fixed.
She wasn't.
She wasn't. And then my boy, Fafo, he wasn't neutered because, I mean, it's just us bachelors. What do I need that for?
Yeah.
And sure as shit, she went into heat. I was like, huh, that's weird. I was pretty sure that female dogs couldn't go into heat when they got spayed. So I Googled it, and the answer was no, they can't. So that means, oh no, 10 puppies.
Yep.
10 of them. And we're down to 3, so. And most of them did live. One of them went missing. We don't know where that one went. And then one of them died after we rehomed him. They weren't taking care of him. They were like, "Oh, he had a heart murmur." No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Like even then, it's like you could take care of that. You can help.
Not only that, but like one pup in a litter getting a heart murmur—that's weird. 6 or 7 of them, like half the litter. Okay, that's more reasonable. But one?
Just lying.
Nah. They were embarrassed, understandably so. It's like, hey, we didn't take care of this dog properly. It got sick and died. Kind of a shitty thing to have to tell somebody.
Yeah.
But I would rather hear the truth, just because.
I think that people do it more so they don't have to hear it.
Yeah,
it's a hard
they don't have to
reality.
admit it.
That as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
accountability. It's not something that goes around these days. So,
yeah.
all right.
It's a little stupid, but hey,
I agree.
people are people. So
Yeah, I was
we
about to
will
say.
we will do what we have done for millennia and will continue to do it unless we manage to wipe ourselves out first.
Which I think is probably going to happen.
I mean,
I think unfortunately the human spirit is more likely to survive than humans themselves.
yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. I think we're either gonna wipe ourselves out or damn near wipe ourselves out and be like, huh, we learned a valuable lesson. And then those in positions of power will promptly forget that lesson
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
because, but I can't abuse my power if I don't have power. It's like, hey, maybe don't do that.
I feel like they're doing that right now, honestly.
I actually read an article recently. There was a dude who was in the States for like 40 years,
But yeah,
naturalized, got his American citizenship and all. And at one point, his wallet went missing. So he's like, okay, so he called the bank, called credit card companies, called the DMV. My wallet went missing. Don't know what happened to it, but probably stolen by now. So cancel all the cards. And he had to end up going to get a new green card. He got deported to Guatemala.
they ambushed him. I saw that.
Yeah, he wasn't from Guatemala.
Yeah,
Why would you send someone to somewhere they're not from?
because they don't understand. They don't see it that way. They just see it as
Get out of the
uh,
country.
like enemy of the state because this guy's different, and it's just so weird. Like they're deporting kids with cancer, and while their mom is going to court to do it the right way, and it's
Yeah,
like these people are in here properly. It's like what you can say whatever about people who are illegal, but what are you going to say about the people that are legal? And you're
yeah,
deporting citizens as well.
yeah. See, it's one thing if you just woke up one morning, went out to the kitchen to go get yourself a bowl of fruity pebbles, and you just saw me sitting on your couch. You'd be like, who the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
That's understandable.
But these
But
people,
like, if I met you the week before and you're like, yeah, that'd be fine.
and it's crazier because these people have multiple houses with rooms they'll never step foot in. They have people to take care of everything for them, and it's like they think that these people are a threat.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's like it gets to a point where it's like, when are we going to realize that they don't see them as a threat? This is just propaganda to keep them in power. Because if you're afraid
yeah,
of something that isn't real and you can't prove, you're always going to be afraid because you can never get over something that isn't real.
yeah. Like, have you ever seen an old map of the world?
Like when people thought it was flat.
Around then, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some.
But you know those fantastical like sea serpents and stuff that you'll see on like the borders?
Yeah,
You know where that comes from, don't you?
I would say Norse mythology if I had to guess.
Partly, but also they didn't know what lived in the ocean.
Oh, so they assumed it was like monsters.
Yeah. Because think about it. Like, if you can't see it, how do you know?
Exactly.
So it's one of the reasons why one of the most primordial fears that humans have is the dark. It's not that we're afraid of the dark, it's that we're afraid of what might be in the dark.
And it's an instinct as well.
It is. It is a primordial fear.
And we don't trust ourselves because the second instinctual fear you're born with is a fear of heights.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't trust yourself to keep yourself balanced or not to fall.
And that fear tightens you up. It forces you to you lose the ability to remain loose, but so you tighten up, and then your balance shifts a little bit, and then you overcorrect and you fall.
Yep.
And it's like that's why we're afraid of heights, because falling is super easy. And when you're really high up, it's not so easy to get back up.
And once you pass a certain threshold where animals and stuff don't harm you, it's like the only threat you have is yourself.
Yeah, like humans are the apex species on this planet, and yet that dog could probably kill me if she was properly motivated.
100%.
But she's a dog. She would never. She absolutely would.
And it's because we also genetically modified them through centuries as an apex species. What other species is capable of doing that, right? We have symbiotic relationships, but being able to manipulate and understand the genome of something
Mm-hmm.
without knowing what a genome is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a history of fucking with genomes forever. I think his name was Leeuwenhoek. He created the telescope, not telescope, microscope to see small things. And he, pretty sure it was Leeuwenhoek. I might be wrong. I don't feel like googling right now. But he theorized about cells and genetics and stuff like that, and
Are you talking about Mendel?
probably
Yeah,
actually
because I think it was
because
Mendel.
Mendel did the pea plants,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
he determined that there's recessive and dominant
Hmm.
genes. And you think about like corn looks completely different than it did 200-300 years ago.
Tomatoes, carrots. I mean, anything you look it up,
Yeah.
completely different.
Not only
Apples.
that, but you think about okay, animals in the Middle Ages. Chickens were not that fucking big. Chickens were not that big. Pigs and cows and sheep and goats weren't that big.
Yeah.
We made them bigger. Why? Because we could get more meat. But ultimately, it became a tool of capitalism. You know, I can raise this pig for 2 months, slaughter it, package it, sell it, and this pig produces more meat in that time than its 3 times removed generation.
And what's important too is the waste. Like these companies produce and they output so much, and the reason they do that is because they're not punished for the amount of waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why majority of food is waste.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it. And then we have like this administration recently just signed or just like passed like a bill to destroy tons of food that they could have given out.
Yeah.
And contraceptives as well.
Which is stupid because like that can save a lot of heartache and trouble. Then again, you do have these people who don't seem to know how a condom works. It's like, hey, how many kids do you have? 12.
How many of them were to someone you're married to? Oh, maybe like one or two.
Yeah.
And then they're the most religious and they're pushing it, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it's like we said, human nature, man. It comes back to that greed and all that. It's insane.
It really is, but it is human nature. We want more. And to a point, that's good.
Yeah.
You know, if you're living in a small community and you have storage for 10,000 gallons of water, you want more because that's safety, that's
Yep.
security. You
Yep.
know that you can get through the winter with just 10,000 gallons of water.
I just don't think nature prepared for us to have a lifestyle where we can have more without needing it, or we're not like in an environment where we have to hunt or gather for it. You know, like
Right.
that emergency kind of situation. Now we're comfortable, and that instinctive "I need more" is applied to things that we can't even see, like money,
Yeah.
and it's insane.
Yeah. And when you think about like money specifically, like what good is it? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what a $10 bill is good for. You can either go spend it or you can burn it. And I'll tell you what, when you're freezing to death, I don't care how much cash you have, you'll burn it.
Yeah, yeah, that piece of paper turns into a concept, and
Yeah.
it's like I don't really need that.
Yeah, we agree that it says that it's worth $10 because we agree that it does.
Yep.
If you're drowning, or not drowning, but if you're dying of thirst, and I'm the only motherfucker for 100 miles with water, and all you have are gold bricks,
You're
I'm
gonna give
sorry,
me the
buddy.
gold bricks.
That's one gold brick per bottle.
Yep, and they'll give it to you, all of it.
Although you got people like me who would be just hit them with the gold brick and take the water,
That's true.
and you can have your cake and eat it too. But at the same time, eventually that catches up to you. Karma is a bitch. Karma always knows where you are. And karma will get you when you're not looking.
I agree.
It may not happen immediately, but it will happen eventually.
No, I completely agree.
And on that note, I spend my life, surviving and traveling because of the generosity of others.
I was gonna say, there's ants all over.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
red ants.
happens. I got bites all over my arms, all over.
Yeah,
Like you can see all that. Come here, you little bastard.
What keeps you going on tough days?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow's better, even if it's not. Tomorrow is another chance to have a good day. Tomorrow's another chance to have a better day than you've already had. Shit like that. And sometimes it doesn't work, I'll be real. But one of my teachers when I was in middle school said, fake it till you make it. You don't have to be happy to be here. But
You have to tell yourself honestly.
if you pretend long enough, you stop pretending at some point.
Oh, I agree.
You know, and in that vein, yeah, it's not all sunshine and rainbows out here. Sometimes it fucking sucks. But sometimes it's really, really cool. Like, I got easily 10 pounds of dog food right here. There's a burger with my name and her name written all over it, just waiting. Got to have decent conversation sitting in the shade. I got a little bit of green in my pocket, and I got a little bit of other green in my pocket too.
Fire.
So, like, other than the fact that I'm getting bit by ants, you little shit, what do I have to complain about? I'm not starving to death. I'm not freezing to death. What is there?
It's insane because everyone I interview says the same thing, and I point out every single time that I'm shocked because, like I said, these rich assholes, all they want is more, 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 and here you guys are, and you're grateful for what you have already.
Yeah.
And when you're not, you just tell yourself tomorrow's enough.
Yeah.
And these people want more. They want more money. They want more pain. They want more suffering.
Like, let me ask you a question, and this may not be a question that you have an answer to, but try and think about it. How much money do you need every day to survive? Like you,
just like, daily?
Yeah. Like, do you smoke cigarettes?
No, I don't.
Do you drink?
I do not.
Yeah. Okay, but you pay rent.
Oh yeah, but
you have a vehicle?
I do.
Okay, so you got to pay that note.
Well, it's already paid for. Yeah, I'm very privileged. Yeah, insurance, yes.
Tax, title, taxes.
Yep.
All that shit. You got a phone. You got to pay for that. You got to pay for that service. Oh, you want extra? Like, you want extra data because you don't want to pay for home internet? Well, you got to pay for that.
I wouldn't even call it extra. I'd call it just like a little bit. So you want a little bit, you gotta get a lot. You gotta pay a lot.
Yeah,
it's usually how it is now.
But then, how much money do you think I need to survive a day?
Ooh, I would say you probably live no more than $35, I guess.
About $20. Yeah. A bag of dog food that could feed all of them for a day and then into the next morning is $7. I smoke cigarettes, so there's another $5 or so. I drink energy drinks like they're going out of style, so call it another $12 for that. That's $20, $25, and I'm straight for the day.
You budget yourself better than some sorority girls I know. I kid you not. I tell this story all the time because it's my freshman year, and I was out with some friends, and this girl, I guess, ran out of money on her account. She didn't realize, so she calls up her dad, and she asked for like a band in her account, like right then and there. And then she was like, "Yeah, you could just send the extra $6K later if you need to, or like whenever you have the time." And I was like, "That's fucking insane, bro."
Do you know what my dad would respond with if I asked him, "Can you just drop $1,000 on me real quick?"
I would assume they just hang up. Yeah.
He'd be like, "No.
No.
Why?"
Exactly.
Now, don't get me wrong. If I called up my parents and said, "Hey, this is what I need," and I lay out a very specific, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm getting, I need about $800 to do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my parents would probably do that in a heartbeat because I don't ask for anything.
Yeah.
You know, I live out here. If somebody wants to give me a blanket, even though it's 80 degrees out, that's dope because it's not going to be 80 degrees every day.
Yeah. I mean, your situation is obviously different as well because, like, this girl is drunk calling her dad just to get money to buy more drinks to get into the club. You know, and your example was like something about survival and just getting through.
To be fair, though, she's what, like 20, 23?
I assume she was 20, I assume.
Early 20s. I'm 30. What year is it?
It's 2025.
I am 33 years old.
Wow.
So, you know, I went through that phase where it was like, oh, the image is all that matters. What people think is all that matters. And then one day I realized people don't give a flying fuck.
Shit. Nope.
As long as you're not insulting them, assaulting them, or showing their kids something, they don't give a
The way I
shit.
see it is, if they can't make it into a story, they're not gonna remember it. That's how you see it. Right? And I'm like, I've realized that since I was a kid, and I've always gone with that. And I turned like my life into like a social project. I'm like, I'm young, I'm not gonna talk to these people, and you never know where I'm gonna go in the future. And I do like working around people. I guess I don't. I hate people, but that's also why I'm so good with them, because I believe you can't know and love something until you hate it. Because I think that's like in our nature. You need to fully hate
I
something to
don't
get it.
understand that, but I kind of understand the sentiment because I hate people. I'm great with a person.
Yeah,
A person is someone I can talk to. They're chill, whatever. But just another face in the crowd, another face in the tide driving by, is just another face.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
and out here I see so many people. I've had people be like, "Hey, you remember me?" No, and they're like, "Oh, I gave you like $5 last week." Okay, that you have any idea how little that narrows shit down.
Yep.
Like, not to dismiss I appreciate the $5, absolutely, but I see so many people that everybody just blurs together, and it doesn't help that I think it's aphasia. I have a difficult time remembering faces.
Okay.
It's like an actual neurological
No, no,
thing.
I know. Yeah, I've heard of
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Uh, I also have that. I don't remember what it's called, but like, if I were to ask you to imagine an apple, could you see it
yeah.
in your? I can't. I could describe an apple, you know, in deep detail, but I can't see it.
There's something for everything, and that's like
Yeah.
I think that's also showing how complex our mind is. Like even if one little lever's off, it can turn off, or it can turn on like five other ones.
Yeah, like I'm severe ADHD. Do you have any
I
kind
have
of like?
ADHD.
All
Yeah.
right, so you're aware that when we get stimulus like caffeine or
Or
cocaine
debating or anything like that.
or cocaine, we laser focus and we can't help it. But you give, you know, a regular guy who's not ADHD an Adderall,
Mm-hmm.
oh, he's what's going on, guys? What's going on?
Oh yeah.
He's just off the wall going crazy because his brain's not wired the same way ours is.
Yeah.
So what works for us doesn't work for others. Uh, but the human mind is very, very strange. We don't really know how it works, but we're figuring out more and more every year.
Yeah.
And that's why certain diagnoses they disappear. Have you ever heard of Asperger's?
I have. Yeah. I actually work with somebody. I know where you're going with this. And she was extremely musically talented, but she had a lot of other issues that came
Mm-hmm.
with it, like depression, social anxiety. And she said that she couldn't help these things because they were literally a part of Asperger's. Like it came in a bundle. That's how she described it to me.
Yeah.
And like she couldn't read emotions, and she didn't
Mm-hmm.
understand social situations as well. Like it was a whole thing, and I was like, wow, I didn't know that getting one thing could lead to a bunch of other things.
Well, it's kind of like when you notice certain mental illnesses kind of come in a package deal. Like depression is everywhere,
Yep.
but schizophrenia is usually accompanied by depression. Stop. Stop. He ain't coming after you. See? See? It's okay.
Well, I was gonna ask. I do have to wrap this up because I have class.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about
No,
that.
you're good. You're good. Like I said, I was just get your like voice out and your opinions. Um, all right. Actually, I'm gonna list off questions, and I'll let you pick the one that you prefer, and we'll leave it off of that.
All right.
So we got a few questions here. We have what's one thing people always get wrong about homelessness? The second one is what do you wish people really understood about you personally? Third one, if you could say one thing to the world right now, what would it be? Assuming the iPad was the world. Other one is if someone watching wants to help, what's something real they could do? And then the last one is what do you want people to remember about you after this conversation?
Okay, so actually, those are all pretty good questions. Um, and there's actually two that I want to address.
Go ahead.
The one is if somebody wants to help, what can they do? Just throw a couple pairs of socks in the glove box. Out here, socks are like gold. You can use them to store change. You can use them to wipe your behind if the toilet's a little too far away. Put them on your feet. put them on your hands when it's cold. Socks can do so much.
Okay.
The other one is out here, people are people. You're a person, I'm a person. She's a dog, but she's a people. And if you can treat people like people, you'll get way further.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it doesn't take long to realize, oh, this person's crazy and I do not have the tools necessary to help them, or oh, this person's just down on their luck. They need a couple bucks to get something cold to drink and go sit in the shade. It everybody's story is different, but every story is the same. You just got to learn how to
Read
listen
it.
to it.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's the big thing. People are people. If you treat them like people, everybody's better off.
All right. It's a great message. I
I
appreciate
appreciate
the
it.
interview, Hippo.
Thank you.
All right. Handshake as well.
And your name was
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
I need to remember that. My little brother's middle name is Jonathan.
Don't worry, I won't expect you to remember me.